18,000 pages. Can you believe it? It's like reading an entire library. On 14th March 2024, the former President Ramnath Kovind handed a mega report to Draupadi Murmu. The topic was one lesson, one election.
हम वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन पर काम कर रहे हैं, जो भारत के लोकतंत्र को मजबूती देगा, जो भारत के संसाधनों का ऑप्टिमम आउटकम देगा और देश विकसित भारत के सपने को पार करने में और नई गति प्राप्त करें, समृद्धि प्राप्त करें।
The government's next big move in Parliament today is the last day of the winter session regarding the One Nation, One Election Bill.
A plan that synchronizes of all elections by 2029 sounds big, right? But what's the deal with it? Let's talk. Some says this will make India super efficient, but others think it's a step towards dictatorship. Confused? Don't worry, let's break it down. Alright, here's the thing. Right now we have elections happening at two levels, national and state level. That means somewhere in India there's always a rally or a campaign going on. Sounds exciting, sure, but it's also a big distraction. Government kinda takes a backseat. Let's talk numbers. The 2019 Lok Sabha elections were the most expensive ever, costing about 60,000 crore. To put that into perspective, that's almost half of what we spent on healthcare sector and 1/3 of our education budget. It's not just money, though election means police, teachers, local authorities and officials are pulled away from their usual job to school and schools turned into polling booths, because of which essential services get delayed. And let's not forget, when elections are around the corner, politicians are more focused on winning than actually running the country. Studies even show inflation drops by 1% during these cycles. Sounds like good reason to synchronize election and good conduct at once, right? This is why BJP is bullish about one nation and one election.
को लगता है कि हर साल चुनाव होना, हर महीने चुनाव होना, वो लोकतंत्र के लिए भी ठीक नहीं। इसका एक ही समय निश्चित।
They said it could boost India's GDP by 1.5% or about 4.5 lakh crore in financial year 2024. Big claim, right? But opposition parties are not impressed. They call it a threat to democracy.
ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के खिलाफ है। ये इन्होंने कहा, ये पहले ही कह रहे थे कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को हम चेंज करेंगे। ये इसके खिलाफ है, अंबेडकर जी के खिलाफ है, उनकी विचारधारा के खिलाफ है। इनका पूरा का पूरा काम अंबेडकर जी ने जो किया और जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है उसको खत्म करने का है।
ट्राई कि क्या वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन होगा, ये नहीं हो सकता है। ये भारत के संविधान के खिलाफ होगा, क्योंकि फेडरलिज्म भारत के संविधान के बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर का हिस्सा है। और दूसरी बात यह है कि बीजेपी के पास राज्यसभा मेजॉरिटी नहीं है। तीसरी बात उसमें यह निकलेगी कि बहुत से अपोजिशन रूल्ड स्टेट्स हैं जो इस बात को कबूल नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि कर्नाटक में हालिया इलेक्शन हुआ, क्यों दूसरे स्टेट्स करेंगे। तो वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन मेरे लगता है कि अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल होगा, फेडरलिज्म के खिलाफ होगा, जो बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर का हिस्सा है।
So the question over here is that, are they foolish enough to stand against it? After all, it will boost our economy, right? Well, not really. Regardless of which party you support, sit here with me, thinking of only people or the nation. Let's dig deeper and understand what opposition parties have to say. See, India's democracy runs over a federal structure where central government and state governments operates independently. Because of which, government should resolve the tenure of all states, where each of them has different tenure and we have to align them with Lok Sabha election. या तो सिर्फ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से कोलैब करना होगा, या तो प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल लगाना होगा वेयर बाय दे कैन फिक्स दिस इशू. To align all elections, you would have to cut short the terms of some states government or extend others. Simply put, किसी स्टेट का टेन्योर 2025 से 2030 है तो 1 साल कट करना होगा, मतलब 2025 से 29 करना होगा. और यदि किसी स्टेट का टेन्योर 2023 से 28 है तो 1 बढ़ाना होगा, मतलब 2023 से 2029 करना होगा. Either way, it's messy. Another issue, overlapping elections could blur the lines between national and state issue. A study says there is a 27% chance voter will choose the same party for both state and national elections if they vote at the same time. What does that mean? Regional voices might get drowned out. Let's get even deeper and understand how it works. The BJP's idea is very simple. One booth, one person, but 2 votes. One for MP to decide who runs the central government, and second, MLA to decide who runs the state government. After all this drama, does it ensure government stay accountable all year round? That's the big question. So, what do you think about one nation, one election? Is it a future of a smarter India or a shortcut of losing our democratic spirit? Let us know in the comment below, and if this video ring to you, keep watching. See you next time.